Hi, it's Lee-san. In this video, I'd like to read out a Forks Over Knives article about different diets and whether humans need to be eating different diets to achieve health and longevity or fitness. I came across this article at the right time because someone has mentioned to me that they aren't able to eat as much carbs as I do because of their different body type. So they claim to be an endomorph. And an endomorph is someone who tends to gain weight more easily than an ectomorph. There's been more than one person that has labeled me as an ectomorph, and therefore I'm able to eat more carbs. But I think that's a myth, and I don't really believe in body types. I do believe that we are all different shapes, and we might have different dietary needs to a degree, but I do believe in a plant-based and pretty high carb diet. So I want to share that knowledge, and I'll just do it through this article because I think it's a pretty good article and very informative. The concepts of personalized medicine and personalized nutrition have really taken off. People are eating according to their blood type, their metabolic type, their Ayurvedic constitution, and their genotype. Scientific research consistently finds that our responses to food may differ in degree, which means that some people can tolerate unhealthy food better than others. However, a misguided extrapolation of this notion leads many people to imagine that our responses also differ in direction. An example being that you need a vegetarian diet while I need a low-carb diet with meat and fish. Popular opinion asserts that everyone is different and you need to find the right diet for your body. The idea that we are uniquely individual is accurate when it comes to our personalities, our aspirations, our contributions to the world, and to some extent our biology. But it is a big leap from noting that some people's systems can better handle stress. Unhealthy food is one form of stress, to stating that some people require entirely different categories of food than others. Human beings are one species. We are all the same animal with the same digestive physiology. And as is true of all species, we do not require personalized nutritional programs unless we are dealing with a specific disease or some other very unusual condition. Even then, our differences are a matter of degree, not direction. One person might be able to handle more fat in the diet without gaining weight or developing heart disease, particularly if they are highly active. Another person might need to follow Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn's low-fat, plant-based diet strictly to reverse their advanced stage heart disease. But eating a high-fat diet or a high-protein diet carries no health advantage for any of us when compared with the well-documented benefits of eating a variety of whole, plant-based foods in sufficient quantity to meet our caloric needs. How much protein, fat, and carbs do we actually need? The National Academy of Sciences has actually written a source book for the nutrient requirements of humans and many other species. These requirements are based on observed symptoms of deficiency at lower levels of consumption. While protein and fat requirements vary a bit depending on gender and life stage, babies and young children need a bit more of each. The recommendations for adults do not vary anywhere near the extent to which we humans currently vary our diets. According to the National Academy of Sciences Institute of Medicine's macronutrient recommendations for humans, we need roughly 10% of calories from protein, at least 6% of calories from essential fats, and at least 130 grams of carbohydrate. The average requirement for protein is set at one basic level for adults of our species. The RDA for protein is 0.8 grams per kilograms of body weight. This translates to around 10% of calories from protein for the average person, a recommendation that is well padded with a safety margin designed to meet the needs of virtually all the population. A few well-known low-carb diet plans, however, recommend eating 25% of calories from protein, far and away exceeding our requirement. This is in spite of the fact that there are a multitude of animal studies and human observational studies that caution against eating too much protein. Many well-known medical authorities do as well. Where nutrition is concerned, it's helpful to ask yourself, where in nature can I find an example of this? And in this example of a very wide variation of nutrient intake, the answer is nowhere. In other words, you'd be hard-pressed to stumble upon horses that do better with some meat in their diet because of their blood type, or bears that need twice the protein intake of other bears. If they did, the ranchers and zookeepers would have quite a job on their hands, wouldn't they? Somehow this logic evades us when it comes to humans. Our species has specific nutritional requirements, and we can meet them by eating whole plant foods in sufficient quantity to maintain healthy body weight, just as other animals do in their natural environments. I hope that you enjoyed that article. Let me know your thoughts and comments, and see you in my next video. Bye!